Hello, hello, hello. Vlog 2.0, because I ran out of storage before. And, me and technology. So, before I was outside at TMS, now I'm outside at my house and parked. Anybody else not want to go home when they get from being outside? Yeah. I don't want to go back into my house. It's not that I don't love the people there. I do. I just don't want to go. I don't want to go back home. I think it's just part of the depression. And I think because of the TMS, I'm not in a depressive cycle right now. But after 3 decades, okay, of having depression, and especially having the last decade be the most intense, I have fallen into what I call depression habits, right? I may not have depression, but I'm still doing the things the same way that I did them while I did have depression. And doing that feels bad. And so, also the state of my house right now is it's the state of a person who had depression, and it's a mess. It's a mess. And I've been talking about it in therapy, and just bitching about it the whole time and not doing anything. And because I'm in these depression habits, where my depression habit is to get up, make my coffee, sit in my husband's recliner that I hate. I hate that recliner. He brought it with him into the marriage. I hate this recliner. But I hate the couch even worse, so I don't sit on the couch. So it's my spot. You're in my spot. Sheldon, you're in my spot. I sit in that, and then I don't do much from there. I sit in that chair, I grab the laptop, and I watch YouTube or Netflix or whatever, right? And, I sit, and then I get up, to make breakfast, and I sit down, and then I get up to do lunch, and I sit down, and I change diapers, and then, sit down. My whole life is sit down. And oh God, I don't want to go upstairs. And I don't know how to get out of these habits. And I know logically that if you want to break a habit, it takes 6 weeks. So it's funny because the TMS has been 6 weeks. And so I think there's some kind of placebo effect where you're doing something different outside of your depression habits. But what am I going to do when I'm not doing TMS? What am I going to do every day? Like, I've loved getting out of the house every day. I got to tell my son, I got to do my medical treatment. And today he's like, when is it going to be over? That was number 7. I have 3 children, 27 and 3. So I don't feel comfortable putting their names on the internet. So that's how I'll refer to them. 27 and 3. That's their ages and years. And 7, constantly asks me for, can you bring me toys? Can you bring me treats? Can you bring me McDonald's from, the outside world? And he just wants me to be home all the time. And I get it. Ooh, I'm turning red because it's so hot in here. I don't want to go back upstairs. Oh, there's the wildcat. We have a couple wildcats at our apartment complex. He's a boss, man. I saw him one time, and there was literally a bird feather sticking out of his ruff. I was like, ooh. Somebody ate good that day. God, random and various, right? So I don't want to go home, and I don't know how to not want to go home. It's not because I hate the people there, but it's literally, when I moved to Maryland like 17 years ago. And I've lived in this complex the whole time. First with my first husband, we lived in a different building, and then we got depressed. Oh yeah, we got depressed. That wasn't no Freudian slip, okay? That was not Freudian slip at all. Got divorced and immediately fell into another depression. And I moved into the same apartment complex so my son could stay in the same school district, same bus. And, and the walk back and forth between our houses was literally, it's up the street because we're in the same complex. So, ooh, my arm is hurting. Okay, here we go. We're going to move. We're going to move over to the other. Ooh, my dirty ass car. Oh, yeah. P.S. Everywhere I go is messy. Ugh. I have a mess problem and I can't get rid of it. And it goes back to childhood where I don't know how my mom kept the house clean, but the entire house was clean except for me and my sister's room. How fucked up is that? Our room was a shit tip. And the boys' room, the bathroom, the whole rest of the house. And I don't know how my mom did it because my mom was medically complex. She had a lot of psychological things, bipolar and like that. And so she was a hard case to treat. So she was mostly saying too much again. She was mostly doped up on the couch, on all kinds of antipsychotic drugs. And so for my whole life, I've lived in mess, and I guess that's where I'm comfortable. And that's why I have such a problem with it. But it's starting to but it's always irritated me too, which, Jesus Christ, like, I just want to be at peace about it. Peace about my mess, peace about my home, peace about, just everything. I don't know, but I don't want to go back upstairs because I'm going to put down my stuff. I'm going to make myself comfortable, and I'm going to get in that seat, and I'm going to be in that seat until I go to bed. I can't fucking stand that seat. I can't be, I don't know. So I don't know how I'm going to change the leftover behaviors of depression. In one way, it's like I don't know how to live another way. I've been depressed since I was 10. Not even going to lie. That was my first depressive episode. My first panic attack was when I was a toddler. So I've lived my whole life this way. And now I want to live another way, but I don't know how to do it. And that's where I am.